DPL CDA Season 2 playoffs. Going to be a lot of pressure on LGD to try and probably play a 4 Protect 1.
Keeping Siler in lane, and this aggression is putting a bit of a dent on Siler's farm. Initial farm isn't as amazing, although...
Yeah, bot lane. SyncQ and Xnova both going down, but they did manage to get the first blood.
LGD's got to be a bit cautious because if either Xnova dies or their Spectre dies, and you would rather have the Jack die ever.
Chalice, he goes on Sylar. He just TPs up towards the top lane, and Sylar, he's making a run for it. There's a slow coming out from Y, but they are still on the chase. FY, he's going to wrap around with the Enchant Totem and just stun him up a little bit. But Sylar is still on the run, but now the Sonic Wave. Somnus is not playing around. They also get Y latched onto a tree, ironically enough. That'll be a double for the Quap, and maybe even a triple if SyncQ goes down. But there is not much mana left here on this Quap, except SyncQ. He has trapped himself up. FY will take the kill himself.
Out from LGD, they've done the lane swap with Chalice, so now he's going to take control of top. They're forcing their Mars down bot, although Xnova's been left alone again.
Ice Path's going to come out. They do have Old 11 coming in, and actually the Shield Crash did not kill him, and now, well, Faith Beyond, he kept going for it. He will eventually get the Swashbuckle off. Now nothing to say, going to TP in on the Prophet, trying to go for the block with the trees. Won't be able to get it, and now nothing to say. Not going to be too deep. They want to go after Faith. In fact, no, they want the Spirit Bear. Chalice going to get him 300 gold for himself. And can also chase down Sylar, who still isn't level 6. So he doesn't have the morph. Somnus going to blink in. Doesn't have Sonic Wave, but just goes to the blocks, and that will allow the speed to fly through. Now SyncQ, great snowball, but he's left on the cliff. And they might know this too, considering he did not get to the neutrals, and now they definitely know. The Ice Path's going to be there, and SyncQ, he's going to die in a very upsetting kind of way, John.
If they don't manage to buy that space out, it can be tricky for Sylar, as LGD's just not letting up.
Xnova going to get jumped on. Nice fish route from FY, but here comes the Rolling Thunder, and they're going to have to leave Xnova, or maybe not. They're trying to go back in, but the Orchid was out of the Mars. Still Xnova, somehow alive. So they're going to just keep chasing. He's actually out of there on the Jakiro. They can't kill him off. Now they'll get nothing to say on the tree, and or rather, the Nature's Prophet and the Tree Protector Y will also go down. And somehow in hell, Xnova just walked out of there.
Oh yeah, that is just not the way you want that to go.
Yeah, they committed Sonic Wave, but the Snowball dodge was there from SyncQ. Somnus will still get a triple. He'll get him in the end. LGD, they're just slowly just taking that Tier 1 tower out at the moment with that Meteor Hammer. Meanwhile, Somnus going to kill off Y with the Sonic Wave before he can TP out of there. That is the 9th kill for Somnus. He has not died once. 9-0-3 on the Queen of Pain at the moment. I thought this hero got nerfed, John. He seems to be having a lot of fun. It seems very, very powerful though. Bot lane, Faith Beyond, gonna go on to FY, who does have the blink up, mind you. But the Sands making it hard still, he survives. But the Shans are gonna be out from SyncQ, who's currently on top of the Jakiro, and Faith Beyond is gonna chase down Chalice. Chalice pops the drums, but the Fusel Blade is going to slow him down. There's no help coming in. In fact, they do pop the Sprout out, and he does go down. Meanwhile, SyncQ still couldn't get Xnova. He does manage to run out of there again.
LGD smoke up into the Aegis. They're feeling hot.
You wouldn't expect it, would you? EHOME, they're going to have no idea until this smoke will break, but they're going to get the spear off first, and now the Echo. FY jumps in with the Meteor Hammer follow-up, and they just blow everyone up. Sylar's about to lose his bear. He'll need to respawn it ASAP, unless he dies like this, and he does. The Aegis is gone, but he still has the bear up. Old 11, meanwhile, getting controlled here by nothing to say, and he does go down. Now the Sonic Wave Somnus trying to fight back to protect Chalice, but the fear's going to come out of Sylar. With the roots down, they will eventually get the kill, as well as Xnova on the Jakiro. It's a full team wipe, basically.
He stayed consistently in that build for a while. He needs more progression on his Spectre to really start dishing it out. It's not quite enough. He's walking under vision as well. You know who he is.
Q waiting. TP's in. He just used the dagger, and it's going to be Chalice dead. Maybe not. He manages, but no. Nothing to say, does take the kill for himself, and everyone's out of there. Meanwhile, Old 11 is very, very deep on his own, and will also end up dying. I don't know for LGD now. It's getting very hard this game, number one.
Oh yeah. mean, they've still got that great scaling on their spec. They've still got major power spikes coming out.
He's caught out again, John. Q going to roll in with the Rolling Thunder. They just TP in the Prophet and just wards everywhere from EHOME, scouting at everything, and they're going for the high ground. There's no buyback on Old 11. You do have the Echo up, and you have every ulti up, but it's just going to be a really hard defense. Because the only thing showing is Sylas Spirit Bear, so they're going to jump on the Bear instead. Snowball in from Q, going to try and force them back a little bit. Syla, his Bear does not survive. It does eventually go down, and now Q will be forced to just die. So you're going to need that Earthshaker to be able to fight back here. The question is, do they want to fight for this Tier 1 tower, or do they want to just wait for the Tier 2 towers on the scene? Well, now they have no choice. They've got to just wait.
It's very, very difficult. They need certain level spikes to come out. Like, the big one is Samus 2.5.
That's a great swatch
going to help them out.
Faith Beyond just keeps cancelling this Blink Dagger, and FY now going to get rolled on. Urena is there, but they already killed off the Earthshaker. Now they just go in all the way. Who are they chasing? They want the Quap, but that silence will wear off soon. So instead, they'll go after the Mars. And that'll be the Tier 1 and Tier 2 tower going down. In fact, why not just go for a Tier 3?
Yeah, they've still got the numbers advantage there. They can try to force a buyback out, and they're still pretty darn strong. I mean, the Mop Tower's so quick, there's no point in pulling that.
You got the Skadi up on Chalice now, but he's got no buyback gold. This could theoretically be the last team fight if they're not too careful. Fate, he's going to roll in. Manta will be committed. They force Staff Chalice out of there. Eventually, they do catch out, nothing to say, but he gets his BKB and he just TPs out. Haunted, not really going to help on the Quap. Instead, they will try to go on to CQ, and now it's just Vision coming out from Chalice. He does finally also go into Faith Beyond, but Faith might just be able to get himself out. Although no, the dagger is there, but eventually he just TPs, and FY did not have the Vision. LGD have also smoked up, and they know this Roshan's timing. Roshan could dictate who can pull off the win here. EHOME, BKB going to be there for Faith Beyond. He's going to roll in. However, the Shopkeeper blocking the way. Still, the roll in for Faith is going to be out on the Somnus with the Silence, nothing to say, and the follow-up stuff. They do get the kill on the Quap. No buyback available on Somnus, and that should mean a very easy Roshan play.
It's really difficult for LGD to fight without the Quap, and again, that lack of defensive items.
Arena has been dropped. They go on to the save, but he gets the BKB off in time. Ice Path not really going to land on anything. Q does manage to kill off Old 11, and now Chalice will be targeted. The Warrior's Punch does fly out. FY, he blinks in, but he gets silenced straight away by nothing to say. Eventually, he gets the Echo off. But what kind of reaction time was that from this Nature's Prophet? Did you see that?
That's sickening. Oh yeah.
And they call it. I don't blame them. The game's over.
Oh man.
Now that's kind of
EHOME.
incredible. I mean, I don't know if he meant to do that. He may have been trying to just silence somebody else, but blink in from FY, and before he can press the R button, he gets silenced. What happened? What is it with the techies that makes him so strong?
Okay. The laning phase is not going to be fun for LGD, and then of course you've got the stall potential, you've got the mind games to play with mines. Wide's still around, but he did opt for the Stroke of Fate first. You're not seeing the blast off Inkswell, although they can't check Nova out.
Yeah, he's dead. Barrier Assault's there. They should have plenty of damage, and X-Nova, he's going to have a hell of a game this game if this is going to happen to him every time. Quick first blood out for Q. He's going to get him very close to picking up those brown boots. They're not going to be able to push LGD. They've got to let it go for a bit and just trying to get some fast assaults. So Faith Beyond, he's just going to get started on the Ember, and a great hook shot out, but it's not quite enough. The Silence is going to wear... Last off, yeah, the Rocket Flare's going to be there. Q, which was trying to make a run for it now, and looks like he will get taken out by FY. The Warrior's Punch will connect, and now Old 11 misses the spear on Faith Beyond. Faith with the battery assault is going to be able to take down the Mars. In fact, nothing to say. He's going to come in and claim that one up. Mid lane, nothing to say. Back in onto Somnus. Clears out the creep wave, but FY's there with the snowball still. Dissimulate. Going to allow him to get out. Now the hook shot in from Faith Beyond. straight onto FY, but a great will-o-wisp, and the blast off, it's not going to be enough, but the mine will be. They do get the Tusk kill, and now Somnus forced to just get out of there. Old 11 trying to come in for an arena onto Faith Beyond, but looks like he can't really reach, perhaps onto nothing to say, but no, he is within range now. A great chains there from Somnus with the Illuminate flying through, and they do get the Void Spirit, but now the Soulbind is going to come out with the double silence and the Omni Slash flying through, just demolishing the side of LGD. They do lose two already. Now it's Ember just trying to make a run for it, and he has to as well, because CQ does have Blast Off once again.
Around about 1K, and all of that is riding on Chalice. Everyone else on EHOME still keeping up good pace.
11 going to be in trouble down to the bot lane. Sala going to rotate in with the spin. Arena was committed, but he'll just spin through the walls. Now just wanting to back off as he has Omni in 10 seconds. But why? He still survives as Faith Beyond. He's going to hook shot in onto X-Nova. They do drop the Will-O-Wisp, but it doesn't do enough. Well, perhaps it does. They do kill off Y, and now Faith Beyond also going down. Sala does at least get X-Nova on the Keeper of the Light. And he still has that Omni Slash, and he does have to commit. In fact, it's going to be a decent one, or perhaps not, as it does jump through the neutrals. But at least he does kill off FY before he will go down himself. And Somnus is the one to lead the team fight with a triple kill.
And consider LGD's growth here. Like, it's a 3K advantage, but again, all of that's just on Chalice. It's not being spread out, so...
Shot with the silence out, and the secondary silence from CQ with the Will-O-Wisp being dropped. It will not help. Somnus just explodes, and now enough to say looking for more. He won't be able to catch Old 11, who is going to go in for a spear. He doesn't really have the arena. FY will go in, and now the Omni is being committed. It doesn't do too much, however. He just bounced through a lot of illusions for Faith Beyond with a double cogs out, and now the Aether Remnant does catch out Old 11, and X-Nova, he'll also go down. They just can't fight into EHOME.
You just die.
Yeah, you just...
There are no options.
Shot Faith right to the creep wave. Not really on point that time around, and they'll go for the arena with the spear onto Faith. He'll survive for now, however. Not really dying. In fact, there's not really mines around here, so they can take this fight, LGD. But now the Soulbind with the double silencers out. They're just going to take down FY and 11. They're not going to go for the sneaky Roshan play. Back onto Chalice, it seems. Chalice going to run right into them, but Faith can't get the hook off. He gets an illusion still. They have the Ags on the Void Spirit, so they can silence him up just constantly. And now Sylar going to go in with the spin, but he doesn't really have an angle for the Omni yet. They'll go after Y instead. A great shards out from FY, blocking them off from joining the team fight. They do kill off Y. CQ getting very low, he gets the blast off, but he's been songed up, and he's almost certainly just going to die now. They do also go for Faith Beyond, and Faith, he's been speared to a tree.
It's a fairly long cooldown. It's quite a fair bit of downtime. That's something
to say. Walrus Punch Snowball with the spear in arena. He is going to drop, and he does. Faith tries to hook shot in on Old 11, but the Mars has the BKB up, and now, well, the Soulbind is there, but it's not really going to do enough as everyone is dying. But FY, he ran into the mines, and they just blew him up. They didn't waste their time. They just took whatever kill they could get. Now they'll continue this team fight. Sylar, he has Omni in 5 seconds, but his team is dying around him. He'll have to make a run for it, but now the Will-O-Wisp being committed here from X-Nova. And Somnus, he wants to go for the kill. Sylar just going to continue making a run for it. Although, hookshot out from Faith Beyond. They have caught out Somnus. That'll be his Aegis going down. But FY jumps in with the snowball to save onto to save Void Spirit. Meanwhile, Arena is going to catch out 3 of them, but nobody's helping out Old 11. He's just going to run out of there. Sylar, meanwhile, trying to help out Y, but he does end up dying. What are they going on? Both teams wanting to back off now as the buyback was there from the Grimstroke. Faith doesn't really have another hook shot yet, and he does get speared anyway. Now, chains around. LGD looks to try and reinitiate, but Faith does commit the cogs and pushes them back, and now the Soulbind with the double silencers out for Chalice. Will commit the song, and it's a nice one at that. They are all grouped up. This could be a disaster here from EHOME as the spear does connect once again. They kill off Y, they kill off Faith Beyond, and everyone else is getting fairly low here on the side of EHOME. But Chalice, he's about to die. EHOME, they just concentrate on the Naga Siren, but he's still running out. No, the Mjolnir proc will get him, but still, they lose 4. It's only CQ left. He's popping mines everywhere, but it will not matter. They do snowball in FY. He's had enough of this Techies team fight. There's just mines everywhere scatting out this fight. No, Warrior's Punch is going to catch out Q. Chalice is going to be right behind. There's a status trap with mines. FY, he's just gone. They can't fight him. Oh, Chalice, he's dead. Oh, you're joking. He kills off Chalice and FY, and they're still going. Faith Beyond does hook shot in. They have got the Yule Scepter on old 11, but he does get the BKB off in time.
As well.
Somnus does get caught. They just smoked up, but it's going to be cancelled, and now the Cogs pushback. Somnus will pop the BKB, jumping in on the backlines. He's got Y there on the Grimstroke, and Faith Beyond also will die, but here we go. They're going into the mines once again. There goes Somnus. He does end up dying to Sylar, but how do you deal with Chalice the second time? Well, apparently Q will just do it by himself with these mines being thrown out, but they need more help. Nothing to say. He'll just jump himself out of there. By the way, John, do you know how many mines that is?
Where?
In the mid lane.
No, I can't count it.
Nevertheless, Faith Beyond. There's a lot of mines there. FY and old 11 getting blown up once again. Nothing to say. Gonna just try and go back in onto Chalice as Faith is gonna die. Now Somnus moving forward, trying to get that Void Spirit. They do get the stuns off on Sylar. He has the Omni, but he needs to commit now. Even with those illusions, the Chalice will pop more illusions out. So Sylar does not get that much damage out of there, but it doesn't matter. They're still winning the team fight. Somnus needs to get out on the Ember. And that is exactly what he'll try and do. But now the Ink Swell with the Astral Step and the Blast Off. It connected on Somnus. But the song is there in time for Chalice to be able to get him out. Or is it Q the mines? Or the... Was that an illusion dodge on the damage? They just know they can't do anything without that. Sylar, that's a dangerous position, sir. Good Manta. Hook shot going to be there from Faith. They want to make the chase now with the Orchid out, nothing to say. They'll grab onto that Naga Siren. She has no mana, but she'll eat the cheese and be fine. Now old 11 gets the arena off, but Song has been popped. Q, he'll get out of the arena and be just fine. And this team fight continues. However, old 11 for some reason is on the high ground now. Faith Beyond and nothing to say will both die. Sylar, he's a sitting target now, or perhaps not. They jump back in on old 11. They take out the Mars, and now Chalice, or rather Somnus, will lose his Aegis. They do it again. They do get the bashes off. Sylar just bashes him up, and they get the kill. All right, and now the chase is on for more. Going back into that dire triangle, we've seen this before. It's been a very dangerous predicament for the last time, but Arena is going to catch out Faith Beyond. He tried to hook shot out, but it's not going to be there in time, and now Faith should die, but Sylar, he's trying to help out. He does have the Omni. Will-O-Wisp has been dropped. He will not drop the Omni there, but no, he does. FY, he'll go down, and now Chalice, there's that Omni Slash, doing so much damage, and he just rips apart the back lines. Will-O-Wisp is out, but it's doing absolutely nothing. And LGD, they're looking really, really bad right now. That'll be 4 gone. The only one left is Somnus. Nothing to say. He's on the chase. He can't quite find him. Somnus will be fine to just get himself out. Somnus. Jules is going to be there. Aether to lock him in. Is this a full team wipe? It is. Nothing to say. He does get him. That's sick. I mean, the saddest part for us is we've got to watch these mines constantly. We don't know when someone's going to blow up, and in fact, it's time to fight. FY, he's gone in again. This is a dangerous, dangerous time. Or maybe it's not. They hook shot in. They're going to try and burst them down ASAP, but there's that status trap exploding now. EHOME still getting pretty low, but here comes nothing to say. Joining in the mines, they start exploding. Still going. They do take down old 11, and old 11, he does finally buy back. They could definitely take this team fight.
That is a wild mark. Look, it's still marching in. Like, more to come. This is not the spot LGD wants to force out, but they've got to defend.
You've got to do it somehow, but there's mines coming up, John. How do you do it? Hook shot in onto Somnus with the silencers out. They're going to blow him up. Somnus, he gets hexed up. He's down. He'll bite back. But the mines, they're too close.
Oh my god.
They're too close. Don't run that way. Get out of there.
No,
Chalice, he's right on top of him right now. He'll Abyssal Blade. He will take down one. The Aegis is down with the mines. They blow up FY and 11. They are gone. They'll buy back on FY and on Somnus. They're trying. Nothing to say. He'll jump in into the cogs onto Chalice and that Omni Slash. Just ripping him apart. Chalice is gone. I believe the game's over. They're trying. They are trying to hold out, but the GG war play has been called. Oh my god. What did I just watch, John?
LGD after 2 weeks of banning out the techies, giving it to Sin Q.